This is just me. Why there is no in between. This ain't my scene, I'll beg my leave. My face ain't clean, this is just me. Some ways I lean, escaping green. I state my dream, not in between. This ain't my scene, I'll beg my leave. My face ain't clean, this is just me. Some ways I lean, escaping green. No in between. This is just me.
A sound, a style, a move, a rhythm.
No in between.
I know you have said what you're giving. I'll move on, yeah, I'll move on. 1 minute, then I'm gone. I'm gone. So this is just me. It's a sound, it's a style, it's a groove, it's a rhythm.
No in between.
I know you have said what you're giving. I'll move on, yeah, I'll move on. 1 minute, then I'm 1 minute, then I'm This is just me. A sound, a style, a groove, a rhythm. No in between. I know you have said what you're giving.
Hello, YouTube and Facebook. Hey, my lovely economic warriors. It is so nice to have you again here today. I am Nastine and this is...
That would make me Peter Hingston.
And we are from the Explore ProTech Entrepreneurial Haven. You are currently watching the Coffee Shop Conversation show. This is the one show where we collect questions from entrepreneurs from across the globe. We pose that to our expert entrepreneurs on the screen right now, and they give you their best answers. This is going to be an amazing, amazing show. I'm so excited about this. Okay. So the way we're going to run this is we've collected and collated the questions that we're going to ask for today. Me and Peter are going to take turns asking them. If a tribe member wants to answer a question, they're going to pop their heart onto the screen and we will give them cues from there to answer your questions. We're going to try today to keep the questions to an answer session of about 15 minutes each. So guys, it is really important that you get your hearts up there if you feel like answering any of these questions. Just before we jump straight into this, remember to join us at our next global online speed networking event. We have them every single month. This month's one is on the 18th of July, 2021. It's going to be absolutely epic. You want to be there. The link is in the description below. Buy your ticket now. Okay, other than that, let's get going. Are you ready, Peter?
Oh, I'm ready.
Awesome. Do you want to ask him the first question?
Okay, I'm actually really enjoying this because our general topic is back to business basics. So here's a question for you. How do I pivot my business into an online space? I think that's actually quite a relevant question because a lot of people are battling, especially in our economy at the moment, and pivoting into an online space is definitely something that needs to be answered.
Awesome. And this one is from Jason. So Jason, this is just for you. Let's go with the Olympians first and then the global business coaches. So Marlon, you want to kick us off?
Thanks, Nastine. Hi, everybody. Okay, so how would I pivot into the online space? I would go to the biggest platform on the planet, which is Facebook, and I would start a group. Well, there's two things. Either you start one and you join a few. And by joining, it gives you access to people, places, things that you have interest in, and you start communicating with people. You start talking, you start learning, you start asking questions, and you drive them into your space in your own little Facebook group when you can connect with them. And especially now, as Facebook is changing, that's a good space for you to actually grow your network. So that is what I would do. And I'm Marlon August, marketing consultant at Story Advantage.
Oh,
Brilliant! Mic drop. Thank you so much, Marlon. That is epic. Okay, next up, let's hear from Just Ask Linda. Linda, how do I pivot my business to an online space?
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. And how do you pivot? Well, pivoting means to change and turn around and do something different. So I get the question, but it's also back to basics, guys, this particular episode. And what I wanted to say is, first, make sure that you have a viable business idea. And to do that, you need to do some research. So check out the competition, check out those Facebook groups that Marlon was talking about. What are they doing? How successful are they? Can you do it differently? Is there a gap in the market that you can find? Or do you have a specific skill that you can turn into a business? So back to basics. There's a lot of basics, and I'm not going to go into them all right now, but I don't actually concur with the thought of going online before you've figured out what it is that you can do realistically to earn money. So there's a step or 10 before going online, in my opinion. Thank you. It's Linda Dent from Just Ask Linda Business Coaching.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Linda. That is an absolutely epic answer. I feel like Jason is a lot like me because I'm always like, yeah, this is step number 1. We do global online speed networking. And then Linda is like, well, before then. Thank you, Linda. Okay, next up, let's hear from the incredible Mr. Westwood, Mr. Magic Marketing.
Hello. So, Linda, you've hit it spot on. It's making sure that you understand that it's a viable option for yourself. The next thing that I want to point out, which may have already been mentioned, is going from face-to-face to online. Online is not, you're not starting your business from scratch. If you've already got some success face-to-face, by moving online, what you need to do I sound like I'm underwater?
Thank you, teamwork. You do a little bit. It's not that bad though. So.
1 second.
just make a Dory face.
Yeah.
Okay, so how's this for sound? Is that better?
No.
No, you still sound a bit underwater.
Put a snorkel on, Steve.
Okay, so what about now?
Yes. Yes.
Fixed it. Okay, so what I was saying was, when you move online, you have to remember that it's just another way to communicate. But as Marlon pointed out, there are already plenty of communities online. So you have to do your research, not just for your competitors, but also your target market. And you have to go where they're hanging out, and you have to show them that it's the best option for them. So online gives you a lot of opportunity and a lot of scope to try out new things. But ultimately, you have to find what works for you and continue doing that. I'm Stephen Westwood from SBW Copywriting with my microphone working. Thank you.
Thank you, Stephen. Oh, that was brilliant. I love that answer. Okay, guys, so let's move on to the next question. Jason, I hope that really answers your question. How do you move online? You ask these amazing people, find what works for you, go to the online communities and make sure your basics are all in order.
And if you want to take it a step further, reach out to the people that you feel have given you good answers and start a conversation.
Awesome. Okay, next up we have, this one is from How the hell do I
No.
pronounce that name? I'm so
Her
sorry.
name is Denise, but I saw a play once that was a ripoff of it where it was D-Nice.
I was just like, I don't even know. Sorry, guys, that's Peter's handwriting. Okay, Denise wants to know, what is a business vision and how do I go about writing one? So that is about as basic as it gets, right? So what is a business vision and how do I go about writing one? Oh, cool. We have so many hearts. Let's go with Just Ask Linda first.
Competitive today. Right, a business vision, and I'm sure there's going to be lots of ideas for this, Denise, to pick from, which one suits you. But mine, the kind of vision that I put together for my business involved writing a story to myself. So basically to me in 10 years time, to say it's 2031 and life is awesome. My business is successful. I've got a number of retainer clients, 10 individuals working for me in the fields of, not working for me, but working through a tribe. They are copywriters, virtual sales assistants, marketing specialists, and junior business coaches, all working for this organization. But even more so, it's about the visual about you and your life. So for me, I'm a little further along in age than many people on the screen. But for me, it's about living in the mountains, having my own chef, being able to take good long walks with my husband and dogs, to only work 5 to 10 hours a week on the business while my amazing team makes sure that everything happens. So that's just a very short and sweet example of what a business vision could look like. It can be many other things. Let's hear from some of my colleagues what they think.
Awesome, and that is Linda Dent from Just Ask Linda. Thank you, Linda. Also, all the entrepreneurs out there, please can you make Linda successful like right now, because we are best friends and I can't wait to visit her cabin. Okay, awesome. So the next person that had a heart up was Megan Deers. Let's hear from you, Megan.
Hi, good afternoon, and hi, Denise. I'm a big advocate for vision boards, and I've just had in the last few weeks, I've had an experience with my vision board that I set up about a year ago. And part of it is getting your vision board set up with the idea you initially have in mind. It takes a bit of introspection and it takes a bit of processing along the way. But use your vision board. Put something together that resonates with you on some level. Cut out some images, some words that can guide you along your route, and it assists you to get your plan into your head and then start placing markers for yourself along the route so that you can figure out your action steps along the way. And most importantly, I think the back to basics part of it is know what you want to do and why you want to do it. Start with your why, what's important to you, and start your vision board and just take little action steps one day at a time and move towards what you've presented to yourself there. Thank you very much. Megan at Megan Creative Content and Copywriting.
Before we move on to the next person, just out of curiosity, Megan, your vision board that you created a year ago, what parts of those visions are you stepping into now, and what has already become from what you, from when you started creating, from your vision? What have you actually already achieved in regards to your vision board?
Strangely enough, Peter, in the last 2 weeks, I've reviewed it, and I'm probably about 60% there with everything that I placed on that board about a year ago. And some of it were things that I actually had on my vision board, but wasn't paying attention to, wasn't sure how it fitted into my long-term plan. And with the reworking of my idea over the last couple of months, I've actually had a bit of a goosebump moment a few weeks ago when I realized exactly where all those things fit into it. So at this point in time, I'm at about 60%, moving to 100% very quickly.
Yay! 200 in 5 minutes or less. That's what this tribe does.
It's the fastest car ever.
And Megan, we can't wait to see you on your new YouTube show. I don't know if that was on your vision board, but it is now.
Yes, oh, now.
Okay, cool. Next up, let's hear from the mountain coach himself, Stephen Levy.
Good afternoon, Denise or Denise, or whatever it is, and everybody. So, yeah, I think Megan and Linda have kind of said pretty much what a vision is about, but it probably starts off with a dream, you know, and we mustn't discount that. We're often told, you know, when you say, how often are we told when we're younger that you're just dreaming, but that dream can turn into a vision. And the one thing I always tell people that I'm working with is when you're establishing a vision, don't think about how you're going to get there. It's going to limit you. It could even stop you. Because the vision is just putting it out there. You're putting out what you see. Like Linda said, she sees herself in this, with the chefs in the mountains, and she described quite clearly what she sees. It's not about whether she gets there or not. And then once you've got your vision, then you can go back to where you are and say, okay, now I've got to figure out where am I relative to that vision and how do I get there? So, you know, I think it's the vision is really, what is it? It's really something that we want to become, we want to better ourselves and others. And how can we just become more of that? So why stop it before you even got there? So I always say, let your mind run free, write it down, put it on a board like Megan did, and then step back and figure out how afterwards. And I think one big thing that's never put in a business strategy, and I think it should be part of a business strategy, in fact, with my coaching, it is part of it, is reflection. Reflection time, I think, in business is seen as a kind of a luxury. It's not, it's a must-have. It's part of the strategy. So, and that's where you can see the vision. And that, believe it or not, is Stephen Levy from Dare to Be Coaching and Beyond. I remembered after a whole year.
Brilliant. Well done, Stephen. And everyone is super excited for you. I love this tribe. So we're all clapping. Okay, next up, let's hear from just an interesting note, guys. So something to also think about in the answers when you give them. What's the difference between a business vision and a vision statement? I'd love to know.
Oh, there goes Stephen.
Okay. Westwood, you're going to be up in about 2 slides. First up, we had Marlon, Mr. Super Sales.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, I think everybody's kind of said it, right? For some people, it's really easy. It's really easy to just have this dream and have this idea of where you want to go. But I think, like Stephen and Linda spoke about, you know, you gotta solidify it, get clear on what that looks like, and Megan's process of cutting it out, or I'm assuming she actually cut it out, you know, she might have drawn it, but you know, if you're clear on what that looks like for you, what is life like when I have this, and why do I want it? It just, you build strength on that vision of what you're looking for, and it just becomes more real. And then those are elements, like Stephen says, and then you track back all the way to today, and it's like, okay, let's start getting let's start plotting the way there. So really, it's just, the only thing I want to leave is just make whatever that dream is, whatever that idea is, really solid, because that's what we got to hold on to as we go down the road. And that's Marlon August, and I'm from Story Advantage.
Thank you, Marlon.
I actually really like that. And something I just want to add to that is that if you have a vision and you believe that it is your responsibility to get yourself from point A to point B to make your vision realized, understand that it is not only your responsibility. You have to surround yourself with the kind of people that can help get you there. If you don't surround yourself with people, it'll be always your responsibility. You'll always be the only one doing the work, and you'll always be treading water. So as much as you can create a vision, surround yourself with amazing people, because you will find that you will get to your vision a whole lot quicker.
That is very true. And on that note, let's step to Mr. Stephen Westwood, one of the entrepreneurs in the tribe that has probably applied this philosophy of yours the most successfully. So, Stephen, Denise wants to know, what is a business vision and how do I go about writing one?
Okay, so the business vision itself is, as everybody has said, it is your vision of the future. It's how you imagine your life being through this business. It is your why for this business. It is why you have started this business, started this journey, who you want to bring along. It can encompass quite a lot of different things. When it comes to writing a business mission, this is the business statement part now. Sorry, the vision statement part now. It has to be short and punchy, but concise and leave no room for interpretation. So your vision statement needs to be a maximum of 2 sentences, keep it punchy. But like I said, it has to be clear for anybody who is a stakeholder in your company, whether that be somebody who works for you or works with you, whether it be some other businesses that you're collaborating with, or whether it be your customer and client base. Off the top of my head, a vision statement should be something along the lines of, and it has to be written in future tense as well. So it's, our vision is to eradicate poverty by 2050. That is a vision. There is no misinterpreting that. So that's basically, as far as writing it goes, all you need to do. In order to get to that stage is different. That's where Stephen Levy and Megan and Linda and Marlon are correct. Start off with your broad vision and then really work to focus that and make it as concise as possible. You will have hundreds of different types of vision statements before you actually have one that is the right one for you in your business. I'm Stephen Westwood, SPW Copywriting.
Thank you, Stephen. What a brilliant answer.
I really like that, but I actually noticed that Karen dropped an amazing comment. So Karen, if you would be so kind.
I wasn't going to speak, everyone's spoken. I just wanted to say that often people have a vision, but they don't share it. So if you don't share what your vision is, then you don't know how the people, that you can get to help you don't know that. So it's important to share what your vision is, because there's a lot of people on your journey, especially when you're in groups or collaborations and stuff, that if they know what it is that you want, they can help you get there.
Love it. Thank you,
Karen
Karen.
from Fascinate in 7.
Woohoo! Amazing. My favorite vision statement, by the way, and like I always remember it when I think of vision statement examples, is Google's. And I remember it because it's exactly like Stephen said, it's so clear and concise and punchy. It's to organize the world's information. It's like that simple, but that is what is literally behind the whole of Google. Like everyone at Google keeps that in mind, and that is why they do what they do, and they do it in the way that they do it. And I think it's really, really powerful.
It is, yeah.
Okay, Rita, you put up your heart, and then we're going on to the next question.
I actually want to take the vision a step back and ask you, what is your life's purpose? And if you are clear what your life's purpose is, then hopefully your vision will become clearer and clearer and clearer. But it is also true that our life's journey is not a straight line. It is a zigzag line. And to survive that zigzag line that we live, we need people to help us. And you need to surround you with a bunch of people that can help you when that zigzag line becomes really difficult. That mountain that you need to climb becomes difficult for you yourself, because it is true, we can't do it on our own. But for me, it is really, what is your life's purpose here? What are you here to do? and that reflects back to why. What is it? What is the reason why you are here on earth right now? If you can figure that out and you can build your vision and your why around that, I'm sure you're going to get to a vision of some kind.
Awesome.
Rita Skuman from Coaching with Heart.
Brilliant. Thank you, Rita. I just want to say I love this. Like, it's not, I love this show. This is why. Because the answers that we get here is from so many different perspectives and so many different entrepreneurs in different sectors. Like, you literally get such an in-depth answer where I feel like I could go to like any other show or person or group of people and ask the question, you know, well, what is a business vision? And I could get like this, you know, very concise type of, I guess, correct answer. But this has just given me so much to think about. So I just want to thank you guys so much for that. Like, I mean, it's been unpacked. What is a business vision? From where do you start to how can you practically do it, to like making it visual, to getting people to help you with it, to not thinking of, you know, how you're going to get there when you're planning where you want to go. Everything has been mentioned. So I think that's beautiful. Just out of curiosity, who of you here actually have your vision statements? Like, can we quickly share them? I think it would be so awesome to actually just hear them. Do you guys mind sharing them?
Not at all.
Not at all. Of course you don't. Also, you don't have a choice. Okay, Stephen, what's your vision statement?
Okay, so my vision statement and my why. So I just wanted to, if I can, just quickly comment on what Rita was saying, because it's so important. Sometimes we make forming a vision statement very difficult. Okay, but because the pundits will say in the book, you know, have your why, because that tells you why, your purpose, that tells you why you want to go where you want to go. And your vision is the direction of where you're going. I just find, and it's my own personal thing, is that I bring both of them into one. When I understand my why, it helps me clarify my vision statement, but I can't leave it out of it. So mine is to inspire people to create a safe space where they can show up as they are and respect each other in the differences. And I choose the conduit of leadership to do that.
Brilliant. I love it.
And when everybody's finished, I want to share something with Denise.
Okay, awesome. But only once everyone is finished. Thank you, Stephen. Okay, Linda, let's hear it. What is your vision statement?
It's to create, to create thriving businesses through valued insight and focused action. And thank you to Karen Cliff at Fascinating 7 for helping me through that process of getting insight into how I show up and what my secret sauce or special magic is that I can deliver to clients. But that's it in a nutshell.
Love it, love it, love it, love it. Loving the collaboration. Okay, Marlon, what is your vision statement?
Thanks, guys. My vision statement, and this is really thanks to that awesome So You Can Scale session, really like blew up everything. Really is about, the thing is to create awesome marketing content effortlessly.
Wow, that is powerful. I like that one.
The goal one day is, and it works, because the idea later is that people can do it just by pushing a button and boom. But yeah, thank you.
Stunning. Awesome. Let's hear Janine. What is your vision statement?
Hi, Nassim. Thank you so much. So Jelani Sales' vision statement is to be a channel to stay top of mind and give awareness to all virtual sales assistants.
Brilliant. I love it. Love it. Stephen Westwood.
Mine is to make business human.
Wow.
That is really cool. Of course you will do that because you're the best friend. By the way, take the networking personality quiz if you want to see if you're a best friend just like Steven. Okay, Megan, what is your vision statement?
It's under construction, but it's along the lines of becoming the megaphone for those who need their voices amplified.
Oh, wow. I love that. That is awesome. Okay, Rita, what is your vision statement?
I also have to say thank you for Karen helping me out here, crafting everything, getting to a point where I can say that. And my vision statement is, you are the creator of the empowerment that you seek.
Wow, that is powerful. I feel like that should be on a post a couple of times. That's awesome. I'm loving the collaboration that is going on here, guys. Like, can you see how much you guys have actually helped each other in this tribe to define and come up with and find your actual visions and your vision statements? I feel it's beautiful. And how amazing is it to be able to share your vision statement like this and get like immediate feedback, like seeing how many people clap and resonate. Isn't that cool? Anyway, Somerville, what is your vision statement? Under construction.
Can I go? Yeah, my vision statement is still under construction. So yeah, Leonie, you can go.
Awesome. By the way, guys, I want you just before Leonie speaks to help me take pictures of Somerville throughout this session. So if you are watching online right now, or if you are in the session with us right now, you need to take pictures of Somerville, because guess what she is wearing for the first time ever live on YouTube?
Oh, and she knows it.
The new Explore ProTech jewelry, the Phoenix pendant and the feather earring set. So please take pictures of her. I need it for marketing purposes. Thank you. Okay, Leonie, what is your vision statement?
To live a balanced life as an entrepreneur. Like, I love to inspire other people, and like, I think the focus needs to be on living a balanced life as an entrepreneur, because you forget to live actually your life outside your office, life away from your laptop. So that's what I'd like to focus on.
Stunning, 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 stunning. And you do it so well, Leonie. I can see that that is really what inspired your whole project and your whole magazine that you're busy with. So that is brilliant, and that you know it so clearly is epic.
Which is a link that we're going to drop below. Because if you don't have that lifestyle and you need to understand how to live that lifestyle and lead a balanced lifestyle, then the magazine is a magazine you need to follow. So we'll drop that link in the description below.
Thank you.
Awesome. Matthew, what is your vision statement? I know you're trying to hide in the corner, but I'm gonna like make you come out of that corner now. You know me. What is your vision statement?
So you're putting me on the spot because I actually haven't put it into words. I think mine is a little behind, even more than Megan's. But if I had to say something, I think my vision is to help business owners communicate their story in the easiest way possible. So it needs to be punchier than that. But I know that many people don't like to write, they don't like to create marketing material, which is where I come in. So I want to make that process as easy for them as possible, so they can actually focus on other things. So thank you so much for putting me on the spotlight. There you go.
Awesome. I think that's brilliant, Matthew. You're like this close to defining your vision statement.
Well, I mean, for those of us that have been blessed enough to actually go through that process with Matthew, you are actually on spot with your vision statement.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. And we actually got such an awesome person for you to write about. We'll talk more about that later. You can see him on Tribe News on the 21st of July, by the way. If you want to know who I'm talking about, it's a very, very awesome leader and influencer. I'm not going to say much more right now, but trust me, you want to watch Tribe News on the 21st of July. Okay, Karen, what is your vision statement? You're our last vision share, and then we'll move on to the next question.
It's inspiring communication through energizing insight.
That is concise.
That is very concise. And I can actually see in the way that you helped all the other people, because I think even while you were fetching your delivery, you got like 2-3 people still saying like, and thank you to Karen that helped me with my vision statement. Well done. Denise, I think maybe if you still need help with your vision statement after this, maybe start speaking with Karen as a start. Unless you need the basics done first, then definitely go to Linda or any of the other people that you resonate with. That is the purpose of this show, right? We give you our best value so that you can get to know us and know where to go when you need help in entrepreneurship. Okay, Stephen Levy, you said you wanted to wrap up the session and say something to Denise, and then we go to the next question.
I don't want to take up time on the question, so if you want to do the next question, if we got time, I'll chat to her.
You know what? We'll make time. Go ahead.
You know, for Denise, I just want to say to her, there's something really easy to describe how your vision statement works, because it does serve as a guide to where you go. It influences it's so important. I think people have a vision statement, they put it up in the wall and then they never read it. But they should actually visit it every day, because it's our guide in our decision making, our behavior, what we're doing, and are we contributing to moving towards that? And we must always keep it in mind. And I wanted to share with her one simple analogy that I have is Google Maps, because everybody can relate to it. So if I'm coming to visit you, Ernestine, and I don't know where you live, I just ask you for my address. And when I put it into Google Maps, the first thing it asks me is, where am I going? And then the next question it asks me is, where am I? And only then, once it's got those 2 points, can it plot the route, the fastest route between me and you. And where the vision comes in importance, and we need to keep visiting, is exactly how Google Maps works. So on my way to you, there's, God forbid, an accident, and I have to make a detour. I don't stress that I'm not going to get to you because it takes me on a detour, because it takes me on that detour always with your destination in mind. So I know I'm going to get there. And that's how important the vision statement is.
Thank you, Stephen. Stephen Levy from Dare to Be Coaching. Denise, I hope you got like a ton of value from this. I'm sure that you did. I'm pretty sure you're off to a great start. If you need even more help, reach out to any of these entrepreneurs. All their links is in the show down below. Okay, guys, let's move on to the next questions, shall we? Peter, do you want to say? And this one is from Audrey.
Okay, so the question is, what is a value proposition and how do I define mine?
Okay, let's start with the Westwood, then Matthew, then Marlon.
Okay, so I'm just going to simplify the language. All a value proposition is the benefits of your product or service being communicated to your clients. That's the easiest way to define what a value proposition is. I'm Stephen Westwood from SPW Copywriting.
Wow, that was the shortest answer in the world ever. Thank you. Amazing. Okay, Matthew, let's hear from you. What is a value proposition and how do I define mine?
Yeah, so value proposition is one of those things that sounds like the big marketing terms, It's one of those things that you feel like you need to hire a large consulting firm to help you figure out, and it's kind of scary at times. But I feel like it's just easier to identify when you think about it in terms of what can you offer that people might not get elsewhere. And so once you find that, you are able to just go forward and put it into words and make it as punchy as possible. So I'll give you an example. So for Nestine, for example, doing business with Nestine, I'd say one of her value propositions is that she brings a ton of passion to the project. Whatever you get Nestine to do, she's going to be overwhelming the way she delivers it, whether she's hosting a show, whether she's trying to make meetings happen with entrepreneurs. So that is a value proposition. That's not something you get from everybody you work with. You certainly will get it from me because my approach is very, very different. But Nestine is just that energetic. She brings a lot of passion to it. So for me, I love to, I'm just trying to give examples just so you get an idea of it. So for me, I love people. I love discussing with people. I love hearing stories and I love telling those stories. So my value proposition is that I'll be able to understand you in a way, almost in a way that you want to be understood. So I'm able to know exactly what it is you do and communicate it, as directly as possible. So yeah, your value proposition is what you can offer that other people can offer, and it can be a product or a service depending on what your business offers. But just start from there and then move forward. I'm Matthew from freelancematthew.com. I'm a freelance copywriter.
Well done, Matthew! I'm so proud of you, and I know Stephen Westwood is too, and everyone else in the tribe. That was a brilliant answer, and I love it. Absolutely love it. And that really explains very well what a value proposition is. And like, I know Karen is also very, very passionate about this, bringing yourself into everything that you do, because that is where the true value is at. Okay, but let's move on to the next one. Mr. Super Sales, our Olympian in the house. What is a value proposition, and how do I define mine?
Awesome. So I think the two gentlemen spoke about it quite well. It really is about explaining your value, but the value in the sense of what do your customers get from doing business with you? What is the value that you're going to bring to them? In other words, what is the benefits that they will receive by purchasing your product? And if you think about it from that sense, it becomes easier for you to present these value propositions. It's not just coaching. You give people a whole new outlook on life. And if you can see about how you position your products in that way, like what do they get? And you list those things. What is the benefit of once you have this? Once you have this new outlook on life, what do you have? You have better lifestyle. These are all benefits that pop off of it, and you just create something, like Matthew said, punchy, that speaks to that value. So that's Marlon August, and I'm from Story Advantage.
Brilliant. Thank you, Marlon. And I know that if people still have problems with explaining to others what it is that they bring to the table, like why should people do business with them, then Matthew is actually one of your best people to reach out to. It's pretty much Matthew and Stephen. Stephen is the messaging person. Marlon is the story marketer. So these guys really know what they're talking about when they're communicating value propositions.
And we know this because we've been through this.
Yes, that's why we know it. Okay, awesome. Let's do the Karen, did you want to say something? And then we do the very last question.
Shame we keep catching Karen off guard.
You know what? I'm practicing the art of silence at the moment. I'm trying to listen more than I speak, which is very difficult for a passion personality. So please notice. But anyway, besides that, I think it's basically, everyone said it already. It's how you are different and what you do best. If you can define what that is, what makes you uniquely different to others, and what you do at your highest value makes up your value proposition. Thank you, Karen.
Stunning. Thank you, Karen. If you want to find out what makes you unique, you need to speak to Karen, because that is what she specializes in, is the communication advantages that every single person has. It's just about finding yours. Okay, Linda, sorry, I almost skipped you. You also wanted to tell Audrey what a value proposition is and how can she define hers.
I didn't.
You said so.
You keep doing this to me. I don't put my heart up for everything.
Okay. Can you make something up?
Can I make something up? Value, proposition. Proposition sometimes to do with asking someone to marry you. Value, like diamond ring, maybe. Is that a value proposition? Diamond ring, will you marry me? Or diamond ring, or beautiful necklace, will you join our tribe? There you go, a value proposition.
I love it.
Just very quickly, Linda, what makes you different?
Oh, Stephen.
Come on.
On the spot like
You know this. You know this.
Yes, Karen says, I've told you already, it's what makes me different. And I said the word valued, insight, focused action, but actually that's exactly what I do. When you have a conversation with me, whether it's coaching or otherwise, I'm looking into my box of tricks, if you like, into my history, into the experience and knowledge, and I'm looking at a way to say something differently, or to show you, to hold up the mirror, to show you a different perspective of yourself and your thoughts and your business. And then not only that, when you've seen a different perspective and you've said to me, that's something that I hadn't thought of, that's something that I really want to do, how do I do it, Linda? Well, that's where you just ask Linda, because I can help you put the focused action together to say, these are the 3 or 4 things that you would need to concentrate on in the next coming weeks, the next month, in order for you to achieve the results that you're looking for. Does that answer your question, Stephen?
Brilliantly. I was hoping that we could have broken it down a little bit, so now I have to do a summary. Basically, you've given us your unique selling points. You've given us what you do. You've then given us your value proposition, which is the why I should care that you do it. I'm getting results out of this. That also answers the how you do it, and that is how you do a value proposition. Benefits over features.
And that is how you save a coffee shop show when Stephen drags people in there that shouldn't be in there. Well done, Stephen. Okay, great.
Thank you.
In regards to Linda's value proposition, I mean, we've been in situations before where we have meetings with all of our members, and maybe we're doing a project, or we're doing something, or we're putting content together, and everybody has their little bit that they add towards a project, or they have their advice that they add towards a project. And Linda's value proposition is exactly that. Don't miss out on that. It can be life-changing, especially in business. So reach out.
Awesome, cool. And read her newest blog on the Explore ProTech blog post. She is doing a PEA with Glee post every single week, we've noticed. So that is awesome. Go and read it. It's really, really amazing. Thank you, Linda. Okay, guys. So we're actually not going to go into a whole new question now. We'll save that one for next time. What I do want to do just before you go is say, Audrey, Denise, Jason, I hope you got so much value from this. If you guys did get value, please reach out to the people on the screen. That is why they are here. They're showing you their best value so that you can decide who you resonate with and what you need from there. So we are your guides in entrepreneurship. That is literally what we're here for. If you're thinking about joining the tribe, so if you want to be on the actual show, you need to get in touch with me and Peter. It all starts with a coffee. It all starts with a conversation.
Definitely.
The link to book your meeting with us is in the description below. We are only taking 25 new entrepreneurs at the moment. So there's 25 spots left until we go to the next tier in our membership. So get in now. Trust me, you want to. Also, just before we go, can I just show off Somerville for everyone, because I am so excited about her and her newest product on our Explore ProTech shop. Isn't she lovely? Look at those gorgeous handcrafted pieces of jewelry, and it's all based on our actual branding. It's beautiful. It's our logo. Somerville, do you want to tell us just a little bit about the actual jewelry and what inspired you to create them? She's like, no. Just quickly.
Professor, find the unmute button. Well, what inspired me to create it is actually another tribe member. She does clay crafts. and she does it as a business. So I thought, you know what, let me experiment a little bit with it. I'm quite crafty myself. I want to see what can I do with this type of clay. So I got a little bit around my stand somewhere. And I started playing around with this polymer clay. And so because of Annalie's craft, I tried to play around with it. And next thing I thought, you know what, maybe I must try and create the logo, see if I can. Looks difficult, I don't know. Let me try. So I started playing around with the clay and seeing what can I do, what couldn't I do, what's possible, what's not. Learned a lot. And I ended up creating the motif of the polymer clay in fire colors of the phoenix. And then backing it with black. So it's very quality polymer clay. And it's hard, and then it becomes a resilient material.
Oh, I really like that.
I absolutely adore it. I really, really love it. Thank you so much, Somerville. Guys, you made this just for us.
Well, you know what the nice thing for me is that, I mean, our branding is based on a concept, it's based on a principle. And the reason for us choosing the Phoenix was because the Phoenix is what rises from the ashes. And we are in a space where we are helping entrepreneurs and giving them the tools that they need to rise from the ashes so that we can survive in a different economy. So the Phoenix is so representative of us as a group and who we are and what we do, that Somerville, for you to actually take it and make it physical, I want one.
We're getting one. She's already doing ours. Like our order is in. Just saying. So guys, if you like it, if you would like to get yourself a Phoenix that's rising from the ashes, it is available from today on the Explore ProTech shop. It's available in the fire marbling colors or in gold. Go check it out. It is on the shop. That's the gold one. That's the one you're getting.
Oh yes, thank you. Thank you.
Amazing. Please go support our Somerville. She's absolutely amazing. And yeah, thank you so much for making this for the tribe, Somerville. Other than that, tribe members, you have been absolutely incredible. Thank you for being here. Thank you for giving your best value to the whole world of entrepreneurs. Guys, our vision statement is to save the global economy one small business at a time. That's what we're here for. That is what we're doing. We will keep on doing it by you supporting someone like Somerville that is selling something as beautiful as that jewelry on the shop. You help us do that by liking our videos, commenting in the comments, and subscribing to our YouTube channel. You also help us do that. So please remember to do that as well. And this has been the Coffee Shop Conversation Show. We look forward to answering your questions again, same time, same place next week. See you then.
Catch you on the flip side.
May all